Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope all of you are safe and sound, and I welcome you all in my today's class. Dear students, after a long time I prepared with you with a new class, and this class is specially made for the students of class 8, and this is for English for today. So before starting the class, I would like to introduce myself. I am Amar Hussain, history teacher, Jointapur Government High School, Jointapur, Sylhet. Dear students, you can take your EFT book, English for today, and we are going to take a class from Unit 5. Dear students, here is a picture for you. Can you tell me what do you see in the picture and what do you know about it? I mean, I'd like to show you something. What do you see in the picture? Who are there in the picture? So we can easily see that it's Bangabandhu, and Bangabandhu is at the relay of linguist movement. So our today's class is based from lesson 1, Bangabandhu and the linguist movement, and it has some learning outcomes generally. After starting the lesson, the students will be able to narrate incidents and events. You will be able to learn new word meaning and ask and answer questions, and there is three parts that we are going to discuss. So first of all, think about the first one. What is this? There is vocabulary presentations. The first one you can see discriminatory. Discriminatory means that is unfair, not fair. And secondly, vehemently. What is the meaning of vehemently? Vehemently means strongly. Whenever you are going to oppose something strongly, that is called vehemently. Thirdly, that is announcement. I think all of you know this. Announcement, that is called declaration. Engaged means when you are going to involve someone, involved. Autobiography means writing about oneself. When you are going to write yourself about it, that is called autobiography. So dear students, next we have the main text. You can read it from your book as well as you can read it from the screen. During a general strike on 21st February 1952, the protesting students tried to defy Section 144 imposed by government. The police opened fire and killed a number of students, including Abdul Salam, Fiqhuddin Ahmed, Abdul Barkat, Abdul Jabbar, and others. In this autobiography, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman says, "We decided in the morning in my room to observe 21st February, a state language day, and to form a committee that day to conduct the movement to establish Bangla as a state language." So here is a reference in his autobiography. You can read it, and I think this is so simple. So next, I will just read for you the latter part. That is, Mujibur Rahman was one of the few students leaders who played a significant role in turning language movement into a mass movement. First of all, it was a general strike, general movement, but then it becomes a strong and mass movement. As a student leader, he was the central figure in organizing mass gatherings, rallies, and strike for raising awareness against discriminatory language policy of Pakistan. All of you know this, what type of rule that the then government played against the language of Bangla. Though most majority of the people, around 56% people use Bangla, only 6% use Urdu, and they tried to impose Urdu as a state language, and that is why the students come to the street and they protested against this unjust rule. The language movement started when the Government General of Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, declared Urdu shall be the state language of Pakistan on 19 March 1940 at the Race Course Maidan while addressing a public gathering. He again uttered the same on 24 March 1948 at the University of Dhaka during his convocation speech. The students instantly protested against this announcement vehemently. I mean, Governor General Pakistan Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he came to at the time of East Pakistan, and he declared 2 times that the Urdu shall be the Urdu shall be the state language of Pakistan. But the students instantly protested this speech. It was a time when young Muslims started organizing the student in front of Muslim League in East Pakistan. He was proud of his Bengali identity and very active to initiate strikes and protest against the language policy of Pakistan government. Later, the then Prime Minister of Pakistan, Khaja Nazimuddin, called the statement of Mr. Jinnah on 26 March 1952. Mujib was in prison during this time due to his political activism and was admitted to the Dhaka Medical College under police custody. So you think that they tried their level best to impose Urdu as a state language, and that is why they made conspiracy and they continued it until 1952. And at that time Bangabandhu was in jail because of his political activities. However, he stayed in constant touch with other leaders directly engaged in the language movement to make Bangla the state language. His directions from jail, from prison led the movement to a success. On 14th February, he started a hunger strike there. So at the time, Bangabandhu was in jail, and as a protest, as a matter of protest, he began strike on 14th February that Bangla should be the state language of Pakistan. So dear students, that was the main text just we talk about right now. Now we have another section that is ask and answering the question, and for that you have to read the passage again very clearly and try to get the main theme, and then you will write the answers. What is the first one? Why was Bangabandhu during language movement? That is so simple question, I think. Why was Bangabandhu during language movement? So you can say that Bangabandhu was in jail during language movement. Dear students, you have to maintain one thing, that you have to maintain the tense. You have to keep the same tense whenever you are going to write the answer. Why do you think Bangabandhu struggled for establishing Bangla as a state language? Why? Why do you think he struggled? We think that, we thought that Bangabandhu struggled for establishing Bangla as a state language because Bangla is our mother tongue, and it is a matter of feeling, and it is a matter of pride. So we should protest, and we tried our level best to establish as a Bangla. And that is why, and for the same cause, Bangabandhu struggled for establishing Bangla as state language. Now we move into the number C. Who declared Urdu would be a state language? I think you guess. Who declared? The Pakistan government, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, declared that Urdu would be a state language of Pakistan. I think you get it. Number 4, what happened on 21st February? It's a little bit narrative questions, and you have to write what happened, what was the actual incident on 1952 on 21st February. So we know that on 21st February 1952 there was a strike. The students came to the street and they protested against the language policy of Pakistan government, and then in that time the police fired on the procession, and number of students died, and some of them we know, Rafiq, Jabbar, Borkor. Those are the figures, those are the names who died on language movement. So that was all about 21st February. Now dear students, we come to an end of our today's class, and I hope you will try your level best to continue, keep going to study. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for staying with us.